Yamoshi. Yamoshi was an ancient Saiyan who became a Super Saiyan long before Goku. After his death, his spirit searched for 6 pure-hearted Saiyans to perform the ritual that would create the first Super Saiyan god. He became known as the legendary Super Saiyan, a figure thought to be a myth until Goku's transformation against Frieza proved it real. Yamoshi's appearance resembles Vegeta's, leading some to believe he might be his ancestor. He first transformed during a battle against evil Saiyans, unleashing his hidden power and wiping them out. Bardock is a low-class Saiyan warrior, husband of Gin, and father of Raditz and Goku. He leads his own squad in battle and earns a reputation as a skilled and loyal fighter in the Frieza Force, until he discovers Frieza's plan to wipe out the Saiyan race. In episode of Bardock, he faces Frieza's ancestor, Chilled, on Planet Plant. After witnessing innocent people being attacked, Bardock snaps and transforms into a Super Saiyan to protect them. Though his Super Saiyan form isn't canon, fans love it, and if he had survived the Saiyan massacre, he might have been one of the first true Super Saiyans in history. Goku. Son Goku, born Kakarot, is a Saiyan raised on Earth. He's the younger son of Bardock and Gine, husband of Chi-Chi, and father of Gohan and Goten. As a baby, he was sent to Earth and adopted by Grandpa Gohan, who named him Goku. After a head injury erased his violent Saiyan instincts, he grew up kind-hearted and dedicated to protecting others. His first Super Saiyan transformation is one of anime's most iconic moments. Goku unlocked the legendary power of the Super Saiyan during his battle with Frieza. Throughout the fight, fans waited for Goku to use Kaioken against Frieza, only for King Kai to drop the shocking truth. Goku was already using Kaioken times 10 the entire time. Despite his best efforts, even his ultimate move, the Spirit Bomb, powered not just by Namek but by nearby planets and stars, wasn't enough. When everyone thought the fight was over, Frieza returned, furious and relentless. In a chilling moment, Frieza lifts Krillin into the air and detonates him before Goku's eyes. That tragedy ignites something deep inside Goku. His grief and fury explode.
I think the brat should go next.
The ground trembles, lightning flashes, and his hair begins to glow gold as his aura surges. Goku finally transforms, becoming the first Super Saiyan in 1,000 years. And from there, Goku just kept breaking his own limits. Future Trunks. Future Trunks is basically a Saiyan Earthling hybrid and the son of Vegeta and Bulma, but from an alternate future timeline. By the time the present version of Trunks was born, the timeline had already been completely rearranged because of future Trunks and Cell's trips to the past. So even though they're technically the same person, future Trunks and present Trunks ended up living totally different lives. His transformation is the second Super Saiyan transformation we ever see in the show. This mysterious guy shows up wearing the Capsule Corp logo on his jacket and confronts Frieza on Earth, and straight up tells him that there's another Super Saiyan. Frieza laughs it off, but that doesn't last long. Trunks starts powering up, the whole ground shakes, and boom, he turns Super Saiyan right in front of him. Even though that's the first time we see Trunks go Super Saiyan in the series, it's not actually the first time he ever transformed. That happened in the Future Trunks special, after he finds out that Gohan, his mentor and best friend, has been killed. That grief and rage triggers his first transformation. Future Gohan. Future Gohan is the alternate timeline version of Gohan from the world where Future Trunks lives. In this dark future, after Goku dies from a heart virus and the androids 17 and 18 wipe out the rest of the Z fighters, Gohan becomes Earth's last defender. To defend, he unlocks the Super Saiyan and he fights the androids for years while training Trunks, hoping he'll one day be strong enough to stop them. Vegeta. Vegeta, more specifically, Vegeta 4, is the prince of the fallen Saiyan race, the eldest son of King Vegeta, and one of the most iconic characters in the entire Dragon Ball series. He's also the husband of Bulma and the father of Trunks and Bulla, making him one of the few Saiyans to truly build a life on Earth. Vegeta's first Super Saiyan transformation happens during the Android saga, when he shows up just in time to save Goku from Android 19. After Goku became a Super Saiyan, Vegeta's pride couldn't handle it. As the Saiyan Prince, he refused to accept that a low-class warrior like Kakarot had surpassed him. That obsession drove him into brutal, non-stop training, pushing his body to its absolute limit under 450 times Earth's gravity. Every move became a battle for survival, and the only thing keeping him going was his burning desire to surpass Goku. Eventually, Vegeta took his training into space, far from any distractions. When a violent electrical storm hit, he faced it head-on, as if it mirrored the rage and frustration boiling inside him. Then, a massive meteor storm struck, threatening to destroy his ship. Exhausted and near collapse, Vegeta fought desperately to survive. But when an enormous meteor came crashing down, something inside him broke. He stopped caring. He let go of his pride, his rivalry, even his will to live. And in that moment of release, it happened. His emotions erupted, and Vegeta finally achieved the power of a Super Saiyan. Gohan. Son Gohan is a half Saiyan and one of the key characters in the Dragon Ball series. He's the eldest son of Goku and Chi-Chi, older brother of Goten, husband of Videl, and father of Pan. He was named after Goku's adoptive grandfather, Gohan. In the main timeline, Gohan carries a heavy burden. All he really wants is a peaceful life focused on his studies. But being the son of Earth's strongest warrior means he's constantly drawn into battle. To prepare for the fight against Cell, Gohan trained with Goku for a full year inside the hyperbolic time chamber. During that grueling training, he achieved the Super Saiyan transformation, becoming the youngest to ever do so. Cell is the ultimate creation of Dr. Gero, engineered through cell recombination using the DNA of Earth's strongest fighters, including Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza, and King Cold. The result is a perfect warrior, with a mix of their best traits and abilities. Even though Cell isn't a Saiyan, the Saiyan DNA within him allows him to tap into their unique power. When he reaches his super perfect form, he's essentially channeling Super Saiyan 2-level energy. It's a wild concept, proof that even a fraction of Saiyan genetics is enough to unlock that legendary power. Trunks. Trunks is a human Saiyan hybrid and the firstborn child of Vegeta and Bulma, as well as the older brother of Bulla. In the main timeline, Trunks actually becomes a Super Saiyan much earlier than his future counterpart, at just 8 years old. We never see the exact moment he transforms, but Vegeta's reaction says it all. Shock, pride, and maybe a hint of jealousy. Trunks' early transformation proves just how powerful the next generation of Saiyans can be. Goten is the youngest son of Goku and Chi-Chi, making him a Saiyan Earthling hybrid. He's Gohan's younger brother and Trunks' best friend. Goten becomes the youngest Saiyan to ever achieve the Super Saiyan form, at just 7 years old. While training with Gohan one day, he casually transforms without even realizing how big of a deal it is. Gohan's proud, but can't help feeling a little disappointed that his youngest Super Saiyan record is gone. Still, it's wild how naturally the transformation comes to Goten.
Gotenks. Gotenks is the Metamoran fusion of Goten and Trunks, and the first successful fusion dance character in the Dragon Ball series.
But this dance takes a lot of time to perfect, but once they master the technique, the two boys perform the dance while already in their Super Saiyan forms, creating Super Saiyan Gotenks. The fusion's power skyrockets, strong enough that he might have been able to defeat Fat Boo on his own. Unfortunately, his overconfidence gets the better of him. Instead of staying to strategize, he takes off to fight Boo immediately, with Piccolo chasing after him as Gotenks literally zips around the planet 8 times in seconds, showing just how ridiculously fast and powerful he's become. Vegito. Vegito is the fusion of Goku and Vegeta through the Potara earrings, a method that combines their power permanently, at least in theory. After Super Buu absorbs Gohan and all hope seems lost, Goku finds Vegeta and convinces him to fuse. The result is Vegito, the strongest warrior in the original Dragon Ball Z canon. Even in his base form, Vegito completely outclasses Super Buu, who had absorbed Piccolo, Goten, Trunks, and Ultimate Gohan. When Buu begins to realize he can't win, Vegito powers up and transforms into a Super Saiyan. In that form, he utterly dominates Buhan in every aspect: speed, strength, and skill. His confidence, power, and personality blend the best and worst traits of Goku and Vegeta into one unstoppable fighter. Gogeta. Gogeta, on the other hand, is the fusion of Goku and Vegeta through the Metamoran fusion dance. He first appears in the movie Fusion Reborn, where a new villain named Janemba, the embodiment of pure evil, warps the very fabric of reality in hell. Even Super Saiyan 3 Goku can't keep up with Janemba's overwhelming power. With no Patara earrings available, Goku teaches Vegeta the fusion dance, and together they become Gogeta, the angel born in hell. This marks the first time we see Gogeta in his Super Saiyan form. His power is so immense that Janemba, who could reshape the afterlife itself, doesn't even stand a chance. Gogeta moves so fast that his blows land before the damage can register, overwhelming Janemba in seconds. To finish the fight, Gogeta unleashes his signature move, the Stardust Breaker, also known as Soul Punisher, an energy attack that obliterates Janemba at the molecular level, cleansing his evil essence entirely. Goku Black. Goku Black, also known as Zamasu, is an alternate version of the Kai apprentice from Universe 10 who stole Goku's body. He serves as one of the main antagonists of the Future Trunks saga in Dragon Ball Super, alongside future Zamasu. Unlike normal Saiyans, Goku Black is part God and part Saiyan, which gives his transformations a divine twist. When he powers up, his Super Saiyan form evolves into something entirely new, Super Saiyan Rosé, a godly counterpart to Super Saiyan Blue that radiates with a pink, almost ethereal glow. He's the only character to ever achieve this form, combining divine energy with Saiyan power, making him one of the most dangerous villains in the entire series. Fused Zamasu. Fused Zamasu, also known as God Zamasu, is the Potara fusion of Goku Black and future Zamasu. He serves as the final antagonist of the Future Trunks saga in Dragon Ball Super. When the two Zamasus fuse, they become a being of overwhelming divine power, Fused Zamasu. Because Goku Black already possessed the Super Saiyan Rosé form, this fusion naturally carries that same godly energy. The result is a nearly invincible entity, combining the might of a Saiyan with the immortality and divinity of a god. Kaba. Kaba is a Saiyan from Universe 6 and a proud member of both Team Universe 6 and the Sadala Defense Forces. At the time of the Tournament of Destroyers, Kaba is considered the second strongest fighter on his team. Even in his base form, he manages to fight Vegeta on equal footing, though it's unclear whether Vegeta was holding back or using his God-empowered base form. During their battle, it's revealed that Kaba has never gone Super Saiyan before. To help him break his limits, Vegeta transforms into a Super Saiyan and completely dominates him, using the fight as a harsh but valuable lesson. When Kaba still can't transform, Vegeta changes tactics. He threatens to destroy Kaba's planet and everyone he loves. That surge of anger finally awakens Kaba's hidden power, pushing him into his first Super Saiyan transformation. However, while Vegeta claimed their base power was equal, it's obvious their Super Saiyan forms aren't. Vegeta easily shrugs off Kaba's attacks, likely because he's using a more advanced version of the transformation, often referred to as Super Saiyan Grade 4, whereas Kaba's version is still the raw, unmastered Grade 1 form. Caulifla. Caulifla is a Saiyan from Universe 6 and a member of Team Universe 6, representing her universe in Xeno's Tournament of Power. She's also the bold leader of a Saiyan gang, known for her rebellious personality and unmatched fighting spirit. Caulifla stands out as one of the strongest Saiyans in Universe 6, second only to Kale in her Berserk form. Even in her base state, she's noticeably stronger than Cabba. That's why, in the events leading up to the Tournament of Power, Cabba personally seeks her out to recruit her and show her the Super Saiyan transformation. Despite her reputation as a crime boss in the manga, Caulifla's personality mirrors Goku's in many ways. She loves to fight, test her limits, and prove her strength. She also demonstrates incredible natural talent. After a quick demonstration from Cabba, she manages to transform into a Super Saiyan almost instantly, becoming the first female Super Saiyan in the entire franchise. Kale. Kale is a Saiyan from Universe 6 and a member of Team Universe 6. She's also the latest legendary Saiyan of her universe, a being of immense power, said to appear once every 1,000 years. At first glance, Kale couldn't be more different from the typical Saiyan warrior. She's shy, soft-spoken, and constantly doubts herself, often overshadowed by her best friend and mentor, Caulifla, who leads their gang of Saiyan rebels. Despite her timid nature, Kale possesses a terrifying power hidden deep inside. The same wild, uncontrollable energy that Universe 7's Broly wields. After Cabba teaches Caulifla how to become a Super Saiyan, he and Caulifla try to help Kale do the same. She struggles at first, until her emotions spiral out of control. Misinterpreting the bond between Cabba and Caulifla, Kale's jealousy and self-doubt erupt into raw rage, triggering her first transformation, the Berserker Super Saiyan. Her power skyrockets, and she loses control completely, attacking Cabba with enough force to nearly kill him. Caulifla, realizing what's happening, powers up to Super Saiyan 2 and manages to calm Kale down, reminding her that she'd never choose anyone over her. Kefla. Kefla is the Potara fusion of Caulifla and Kale, created during the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super. She's not just the first female fusion fighter in the series, she's also the first fused legendary Super Saiyan in canon. When a battle-worn Goku faces both Caulifla and Kale at once, he's already running low on stamina after his intense fight with Jiren. Even so, he manages to hold his own, using Super Saiyan 2 and later showing off Super Saiyan 3 just to prove how wide the gap in their power still is. To conserve energy, Goku shifts into Super Saiyan God, and in that form, he easily dominates both Caulifla and Kale, until they pull out their secret weapon. Following Champa's earlier instructions, the two Saiyans use the Potara earrings, merging their bodies and powers into one, Kefla. Instantly, her power skyrockets to a level that surpasses even Super Saiyan God. Goku himself admits he can't sense the full depth of her energy. Her speed and raw force are so overwhelming that Goku struggles to keep up, even in his God form. But everything changes when Goku turns Super Saiyan Blue, and to counter that, we finally see Kefla turn into a Super Saiyan to keep up with Goku. Broly, DBS. Broly is a powerful Saiyan mutant and the son of Paragus. He's the latest of Universe 7's legendary Super Saiyans, rare Saiyan warriors said to appear once every 1,000 years. Because his power was rumored to surpass even Prince Vegeta's at birth, King Vegeta exiled him to the desolate planet Vampa, where he was raised in isolation by his father. Decades later, he was rescued by Chilai and Lemo of the Frieza Force, setting the stage for his explosive reintroduction in Dragon Ball Super Broly. Unlike his Dragon Ball Z movie counterpart, this version of Broly isn't evil. He's a quiet, kind-hearted warrior who struggles to control the monstrous power within him. He fights only when provoked or pushed too far, making him both the tragic hero and central antagonist of Dragon Ball Super, Broly. To distinguish him from the earlier movie version, he's often called Broly, BR in games and other media. Dragon Ball Super's Broly is on an entirely different level. In his base form alone, he keeps up with base Vegeta, who now leagues beyond mortal Saiyans thanks to godly training. As the fight goes on, Broly rapidly adapts, evolving mid-battle, going from struggling against Vegeta's Super Saiyan form to overpowering Super Saiyan God Goku within minutes. Broly's power progression borders on absurd, and that's exactly what makes him so fascinating. His wrathful state, which taps into the power of the great ape while keeping his humanoid form, similar in concept to Super Saiyan 4, is strong enough to overpower God Goku. When Goku ascends to Super Saiyan Blue, he begins to regain control of the fight, until Frieza, ever the opportunist, decides to motivate Broly. Remembering how Goku first became a Super Saiyan after Krillin's death on Namek, Frieza kills Paragus and pins it on the ongoing battle. The shock and rage send Broly over the edge, awakening his true Super Saiyan form. From that moment, all bets are off. As a Super Saiyan, Broly's power skyrockets past Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta combined.